Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, hold on. Hi, Kaylin. Okay, so my volume is up.
Hey, how
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. I was trying to sign on with my dang it. I was trying to sign on with my iPad.
Oh, okay.
So that's what was like kind of holding me up. But it's not gonna work. And now um yeah, I wanted to like use my iPad and but I'm not a techie.
Right.
You need to go in your bed now. Yeah, go in my room.
I know. Trust me, I know it well.
Uh, yeah. And then like I'm trying to sign on and it's not allowing me. Hold on, I see him. Speakers here. My my dog is having it. Hi.
Night,
Hi,
guys.
how are you?
How are you? Fine.
We're good. It's nice to know you made it till 9.
Yes, girl.
I don't know if
I
that's gonna ever change.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm gonna be struggling. Oh,
Ooh,
middle
okay.
age.
So I hope you guys had a good week since we was last on.
Yeah. Same old same.
Same.
I'm
You
excited.
guys voted and
It's an
stuff.
interesting topic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Still trying to get my son to understand the importance of it,
He'll come
but
around, perhaps.
that's a whole nother conversation
Yes.
Give him some time.
with
Yeah.
the absolutely. I mean, I wasn't as into politics at his age. Um, and I think it's because politics wasn't something that was discussed in my house.
Yeah.
Mm,
It was like an adult thing
yeah. I
for
That's
don't
the
true.
think I
adults.
ever got, I guess, interested into politics until the possibility of Barack Obama being,
Hmm.
it wasn't, like you say, it wasn't discussed as much. And
Yeah.
all. So,
That what you're saying for sure.
That was definitely a turning point for me because I was in uh, Charlotte, living in Charlotte,
yeah.
time that he became president, and it was big out there. So you
Yeah. Yeah.
you couldn't
I think it
help
was because we hadn't seen anything like it, so it was big everywhere. I remember, my family being in the living room watching it, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh," on pins and needles, wondering what was going to happen.
History.
history. I'm waiting to see if some more people are gonna come in.
Still quiet right now.
Yes,
Quiet today, but the show will go on whether it's quiet or not.
yes,
So, girl diggers or girl diggers?
depends which way you look at it.
um, have y'all ever um encountered someone that's a gold digger, or have you yourself been told you're a gold digger?
I haven't been told I was a gold digger, um, but I know that many men, I think it's a constant topic of whether or not a woman's a gold digger. And I think a lot of the times they kind of rebuttal is that, well, you have to have gold in order for a woman to be a gold digger. You see a lot of the guys that don't have gold saying, "Oh, she's a gold digger." Like, don't worry about it. You're not going to be a victim. But I think both men and women have to be financially stable. It's not just the man's job to be financially illiterate. I mean, financially literate, not illiterate. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's it's a case of you attract like-minded people attract, right? So if you're hardworking yourself, you're likely gonna probably attract somebody who's
Yeah, what it means at this level.
that's on that level. So I think it's more of a case where you need to be in a financial stable position yourself first, and then you can kind of say, okay, well, this is what I want for myself in terms of a partner. But I think the most important thing is that understanding that both men and women need to be financially literate, because at the end of the day, life doesn't always work out that you're gonna have a provider or be in a relationship. You may be single for a lot of more years than you expected. So you're going to have to actually provide for yourself. So you need to be ready to deal with that. And you need to know how to save. You need to know, the ins and outs of loans and things like that. So I think both men and women should be financially literate.
And then we also have to think about the fact that there's always going to be people who's just going to want to do the ski mastery,
Mm-hmm.
the fast way. Not everybody would want to co-partner and do with the partner, and they just come together as a team. A lot of people are just looking to get through quick, just like we have the BBLs and the get rich quick scheme diets and the what's that new thing, Ozempic or whatever. People just want to get overnight results. So there's
Yeah.
always going to be somebody who's going to say, well, why go the long way when I can get half? I
Yeah.
can get double, you know what I mean? And with half the work, or just as much with half the work, which is,
Yeah.
could be pimping yourself out, or just saying, sugar daddy, or just even somebody your age who just wants to take care of you. I mean, we see a lot of women, celebrities, who are having children for multiple kids for celebrities. They are set for life. Some of these women are getting $15 a month, and I
Yeah.
look at it, and it's not my thing, but I can see where it's hidden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because these chicks are banking,
Yeah.
and I can't say that I knock it.
Yeah.
Because to each his own.
Yeah.
And they have found a way that works for them. Some people find it the traditional way, but then others find their security in a man, and sometimes it's a woman. Because, man, look at Mary J. Blige. How many celebrity women have had their spouses take them to court and divorces and stuff, and went to spousal support? So
Yeah.
it goes both ways. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there will always be somebody who has that mindset.
Yeah.
But I do agree with doing it your way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
And
that's
I
just
and
looking
that's
at it
not
from a
to
broader sense.
say and that's not to say financially literate doesn't mean that your husband doesn't pay all the bills. Because even if he is the breadwinner, you still have to be wise on how you spend his money. Because you could be the reason why he no longer is a breadwinner. You don't want a woman that's just squandering the money.
Right.
If you're going to be bringing him your
If you
coins, you need
trust
to make sure that
her, right, you have to have
she's
someone that's going
wise with the
to,
coins.
who's wise to
Yeah.
steal a joint athlete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely don't knock the um home takes the woman that takes care of the home, because it's an important role,
Hmm.
it's a I have a lot of friends that are stay-at-home moms, and they're like, sometimes they feel inadequate or they want to be back in the
Right.
workforce, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't be like that, because
No,
your role is just as important.
Well, they can be how they want to be, but because it's all who feels it, knows it. It's like we're never satisfied as humans. Because if they were out, like you're probably looking at them like, and maybe you're not,
Yeah.
but I would think, well, that can work for me.
Right? I
But
replace it in a heartbeat.
it's a full time job as well, depending on how you
Yes.
work it, being a stay at home mom and stuff, especially if you have multiple kids. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's
So people would be looking at her one in her life, and then she's looking one in yours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it's like it's pluses and downsides to everything,
Right.
but
It's very
it's no
good and real steel
yeah,
being a housewife or
and it's
house
no
partner.
secret that high net worth individuals, they do have to be careful about who they have around them, because there is a such thing as people that only want you
For
for
your
what you
cash.
can give.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
That's
that's not a healthy relationship, period. If somebody
right. You're
is
not
only
right.
taken, they need to be given in some way or some shape or form,
Mhm.
whether it's the loyalty, the love, the providing in the home, whatever it is that you get. I think relationships should be equally benefit, and is what you put a value on.
Right. To each his own.
Do you
So
feel like you felt like that though? Because obviously, I think as we evolve, we look at things differently, and our outlook on things change. I know when I was younger, it would be, oh, she only seems to like him because he's got money,
mm,
or like it never seemed like genuine. And I don't want to say that it bothered me, but for some reason, I felt like that was wrong. And I don't necessarily feel that way now because,
that what's wrong
like,
that
if someone chooses to be with someone that's financially stable,
mm-hmm,
it's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Back then, it
mm-hmm,
was a bit more. It was definitely taboo because it just seemed like you were using them. But things have changed so
yeah.
much now that everything is just so free. It's like, who cares whether it's right or wrong? It's just par for the course. You know
And
what
I
I
think it's
mean? So
about how you
it was
treat
really icky
them.
and cringy back then.
It
And I
so
think it's about how you treat them, most importantly. Because
Right,
if
but
you're
back
just
back in our day, it was like
disrespectful,
his ugly and she's with him for his cash. Period. For
or,
the most part.
or two just didn't go together, right? And
Right,
so
right,
we
right,
how we made
right. Either or, like they look so the optics are not. It's misaligned. The optics look off.
and
mm-hmm,
I give
And we know we could probably name a few where it's like okay, like she's with your boy because his bank, and it was like oh my gosh.
right.
But no, it's
I think
like
it
well,
still comes down
get your
to
bag.
how you treat them. I think it comes down to how you treat them. If you're with a guy because of his money and, you're talking about him behind his back, you're cheating on him perhaps, or, just blatantly being disrespectful, I think it's no problem with, going with somebody for financial security. But if you're literally have no genuine intention toward that person, then I think it's wrong.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's with anything, right? Proceed.
Yeah.
Would y'all I had put up the question, do you have an issue with giving like 50-50 on a date?
I don't because a lot of times I don't really want to give it. Like nowadays. I mean, back in the day, you can get some drinks,
Uh-huh.
and even
What?
nowadays, I
This
mean,
is days.
I've been out and came in with more money than I've been out with.
Yeah.
I came in and went out and they came in with $50. Get yourself drinks, keep the change. That's happened to me actually because I feel like I'm told you right on social media. So that's a woman's experience for many
Mm-hmm.
women, right? But sometimes you get these guys where they get you a $7 drink, and then it's like you got to go out the back door, slide through the bathroom window because you can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
So you just have to read the room. Sometimes you may have to go Dutch if you just want to experience the person and enjoy yourself and have a good time. Because when you're going out, you're getting to know somebody and just have fun. I'm thinking, right? But some people you may want to. I don't have a problem getting Dutch, because expectations can get so icky. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because I've had an associate tell me she goes, oh, just for the food, just to eat,
Wow.
just to eat off of guys, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Idiot.
But a lot of guys are not. That's not hidden. They're not going for that. So sometimes it's safer to just say, okay, you know what? I remember going out and a guy said, oh well, Bean, you said let's go for drinks. Ordered all these Hennessy's, and then the drink was $70, and then you told me you didn't bring your wallet. because
Wow.
I asked you, like, do you want to link up for drinks? Because you had asked me previously, like, let me know when you're free. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go out tonight. And because I initiated it from his follow up, he came with no wallet. So
Wow.
you
I'm
know,
taking
you
out
just have, sometimes you just have to
$50
go
on the
with
table
it, honestly,
Sunday.
because yeah, the tomfoolery sometimes is
Yeah.
just. I don't personally have a problem. I know a lot of women are not going to go for it. And I think if a man invites you out, he should be willing to pay, and maybe he can have a budget for himself. But
Yeah.
I always go with my wallet or my debit card or what,
Just in
whatever the
case.
case may be. Yeah, because you just, even if I'm going out for drinks on a, like, a casual date, I always have my wallet.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
I'm taking out
I don't mind triggering.
250, dropping it on the table standard unless it's my birthday. So we have a guy in the comments saying that he's putting his cash down and the bill comes and you both just throw down a good amount. So he's happy to go 50-50 on a first date.
I've never I've
I think a lot
never
of guys don't mind. A lot of guys, I don't think a lot. I think a lot of guys don't mind paying, but you know, sometimes it just depends on your relationship with the guy. I don't. I think
Yeah.
a lot of guys don't mind paying, but I think a lot of guys always do. Like it's a lead up to stuff. That's the way of getting in.
Sometimes, yeah, they like to,
And let me
what's
get
it
some
called?
drinks. Let me take you out to
Love
dinner, and then like the
bomb
other
you. They
part, we're
like to
like, all right,
love
so
bomb you.
anybody, you're home alone tonight,
Yeah.
I
I've
I've
never been
done the 50.
propositioned to go 50-50, but I've always been prepared just in case
right?
that is the case. I was tested though.
Apart
I
from that
was
disaster, I
tested
haven't either.
once. Once I was on a date and
This guy
we
said
got up to the counter.
we both have it in our heads that we're gonna have to pay.
hmm
I've never had that in my head.
Well, I've been tested before. I was actually shocked. So now this situation taught me to always be prepared. So we get up to the concert and the lady says the turtle, and my boy don't move an
Sounds
inch.
sticky.
He don't move an inch. He don't pull for his wallet. So I'm like, okay. I said, okay, I'm on my feet. So I bring out my wallet and I put my card on for my food. And she says, oh, we don't take cash. I mean, don't take card. We only take cash.
Sorry.
So it was an ATM right outside. So I walk out, I go get the cash. I come back in. He then says, I will get it. I was like, so you made me get cash out for no reason?
Now what a time of your
Maybe it was a
It
test.
was a
I don't
I
test.
was a test just to see if you would do it. That's it. And that you was being groomed, sis. That's another topic.
It didn't work out,
It
needless to
didn't. Not
say.
for him.
that that
Not for
like a-
him.
I don't I personally have never done 50-50. For me it's if you ask me to go out, then I am
Right.
expecting you to pay. If
That's reasonable.
you to go out, then I will let you know that I'm taking care
Yeah.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as oh let's go out and then you have this expectation that I'm gonna pay. I may have done it maybe
Very vain.
twice, but it was purely faking. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you want me to get it? Okay, you got it. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. You don't mean
Like just
it.
scrambling through your bag.
Yeah. Like, okay, you're gonna get it. Okay, cool.
Oh, thank you. That's my favorite one. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
No, for why I work at page.
no,
Right. You didn't want to at all.
not at all. And never, I've, I've never been asked to pay, and I've never been asked, can we go
Touch.
50?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So,
So
and
we have
it's
another comment.
kind of like that needs to be understood before we even.
Yes. If the man says let's go out, he's gotta pay. So basically, if whoever propositions the date, they need to be able to pay.
Mm-hmm.
As far as UTG has a lot to say.
Mm-hmm. He's interacting. Yeah, nothing wrong
We
with
love
that,
it.
man.
He said, as for a female, if you
Take a man out.
I'll just start with the drinks and put down $100 one time. I wonder,
He said 250.
but he was also the one that said that you can go 50-50. He said that earlier. I
Right.
think
He said the bill comes and you both put down a good amount, you know.
you can go
But if
like
you're
50.
so beautiful and he's into you, you ain't paying for nothing. So pretty
Where was
girl
that
privilege is a
part?
thing.
Where was that part?
It's
He just
Donnie
Where
Bottom.
he said that part?
he
Oh,
Pretty
damn.
girl privilege is a
All
thing.
right, so I know I'm straight. Okay.
for real. I I definitely I've never been one to go after man just because they have money.
Hmm.
Um I definitely and here's the thing. I have absolutely nothing wrong with that or whatever. It's just not the first thing that kind of like tickles my fancy.
Hmm.
Um I am definitely I've dated in the past. I've dated men that definitely like are girl diggers, and that's why I'm attracted to him. Like I had an ex that like he always had fat girls, and I
Hmm.
thought it was just one of the most attractive things about him. And at the
Very
time,
driven.
very driven, knew where he was going, knew he wanted to lead me there.
Hmm.
Because I am heavy on I can close my eyes and allow you to lead me.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time, was not financially like empowered.
Hmm.
Um, Today is a whole different story, and I knew that he would get there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but I never have been impressed with what you could do for me financially.
Right.
It
Just
calls
being
to
taken care of
mind.
as a full time as a lifestyle, yeah.
It calls to mind. Have you all seen A Different World? The
Yeah, but
sitcom A Different
Girl,
World.
that's
So
girl, that was up before she was born. What she talking about?
of course. Well, so
maybe
anyway,
something else.
there's
That
an episode on there.
must be shown.
There was an episode on there where Dwayne asks
To
Whitley
marry him.
what type of man is she
Oh,
looking for.
okay, okay.
And she says, educated, disciplined, ambitious. And he then asks, would you mind if he was poor? And she said, that kind of man ain't never poor. And it's so true.
Oh.
So it's so true. So I feel like I've always gotten financially stable man because the type of man that I'm looking for, the type of qualities that draw me is hardworking, is self-sufficient, is ambitious. Whether they were a blue collar worker or a corporate worker, they were the top of the line. You got what I'm trying to say? So I feel like it always goes back to the qualities of a person. That kind of man is never poor. As a hardworking, ambitious, goal-oriented man is never going to be poor because he values what he does. He values the work he puts in. His going to work on time. His not stealing hours from the job. He's not lazy. He's not sat in the back of the truck, pulled off in a smoking a cigarette. His
Mm-hmm.
on time. He's reliable. Those type of men are never poor because
Yeah,
are reliable, and the more people see that you're hardworking, the more they're gonna give to you. Okay, you know what? Go for this position because you start at sweeping the streets. 5, 10 years later, you're the foreman of Corporation of Hamilton. Like those types of things, a hardworking man is never gonna be poor, in my opinion.
that is so true.
Mm-hmm. You got a
That's
good point.
very, very good point. Have I know I personally haven't, but have y'all ever met or do you know of a guy that's a gold digger?
Yes, my
Mm-hmm.
ex.
Oh, you got girl for him to do? 'Cause that's what they say. Didn't you say that first you need ask yourself, do you even have girls?
And I have girl. Trust me. Um, I was in a situation where I think he was maybe not a gold digger, but he all of his women have been financially secure, and
He
he
has a
was
type.
just reaping the benefits of it. Like
Mm-hmm.
he would move in with
Right.
them in their house.
Course. Mm-hmm.
He was, always some way, somehow donning out, and he needed a hand. And, I was paying all the bills, paying to put my car on the road, paying to put his car on the road. Like everything was on me financially. And then I was just had to think to myself, like, do I really want this for the rest of my life?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And did it come to find out he had done it to so many women before me.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely do think there are some gold
Mm-hmm.
digging men or opportunists.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, they're girl diggers. And
Mm-hmm.
they call us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they love to call us that. They really do.
Either don't water down the term or change the term just because it's a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's it's so unfortunate that the term girl digger, the minute it's said,
It's really towards women.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
right, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It sh-
Yeah.
It gets both ways.
it,
Yep.
it definitely goes both ways. So
Because money, as the Bible says, is the root of all evil. So money brings out greed and jealousy in anybody. Like
Mm-hmm.
it don't matter, male or female,
Right.
it's gonna bring around some shady
Mm-hmm.
characters.
so your boy said loads of guys are girl diggers, but it's a girl's reputation also.
What do you mean by that? Expand on
Yes.
that.
We,
A girl's reputation also.
let's
Oh,
see.
is he trying to say that it's mostly found in women to be gold diggers?
Um
Because there are a lot of young men.
women are known for giving money fast,
Oh,
slander them. And next thing you know, all his friends are had the same girl.
oh, okay. Let me find out. You guys are tricking old women too.
Oh, oh,
I didn't know that. Gosh, to be in a man's
for
world.
real. Some women are known for giving money fast and broke men just slander them.
And,
And
and next thing
you
you know, all his friends have had the same
know,
girl. Wow.
I wonder if he will come
In the live.
and elaborate on that. I'm gonna keep inviting him too.
Wow, that is so interesting.
He keeps declining my invite.
He's
Okay,
probably
why?
busy. They
Yeah, he
take her
doesn't want. He
kindness for
probably just
weakness,
want to
and the
talk.
girl thinks, ah,
Listen, he
wow. So, and the thing is, like news travels fast, right? So just like how you find out there's a bargain at Linda's instead of Marketplace, everybody's gonna be like, okay, this is cheaper here. Well, let's all go Linda's. I guess the news spreads that this girl is, gonna give the money and take
Mm-hmm.
care of you and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
they take her
Not cool.
and the girl thinks, he is not he keeps declining my invite. He's too scared to join the live.
He doesn't want to get
That's
popped
all right.
either.
That's
He
all
allows
right.
him, why not?
Yeah.
What's wrong? What you scared of?
He has a lot to
But
say.
yeah.
It'd be nice to hear from him in person.
So yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong with going 50-50, 80-20, whatever your financial
And what
situation is
works for the
between
both
you
of them.
two, well, whatever works for you two
We
is all that matters.
we have another guest.
Just to see
Hello.
person.
Ah,
Hey. Hi.
Welcome.
Wow, go on.
So
we don't want to
expand
listen.
on that.
Which part?
On the some women are known for giving money fast. Have you experienced that? Have you heard of
No.
that? Has any of your brethren heard been in that
All right.
situation?
Like, see how you got like, you have a girl, right? And like, she really likes a guy. So now she's just like, all right, kill me and got this guy, this and that. But his intention ain't really to be with her. She's just a fast spender. So now you got a guy to be like, oh, y'all, bro, she did this, that, and that. So no, he's just running her down. So no, this guy's like, I want that too. Like, hey, bro, let me get it. Like, bro, if you have it, you can. If you got it, you can have her. But then, like some girls, right? They would deal for guy, and then he would do something wrong, and then she would like, all right, cool, you do me wrong. Watch this. I'm gonna go deal with your friend, but she don't even know that it's already planned in it.
Wow.
The
Wow.
next thing you know, it just keeps going on. And next thing you know, she's been around about 5, 6 guys, and she thinks that she was being wicked. And now you see all 7 guys with these shoes that you brought them, the bike you brought them, and everything. And you're like,
Wow.
That's
oh,
crazy.
Yeah. So have you tricked off a girl like that before?
nah, I got my heart breaking.
Hey, what do you mean you get your heart
So
broken?
you just sat back and watched this take unfold.
I mean, I see this in the older generation, so
Mm.
it's
So
not.
do you think there's a type of woman that is more susceptible to that type of behavior? How can
It
women avoid this, would you say?
is impossible because
Mm,
everybody's influenced.
mm,
So you have like a nice corporate girl, and then her parents will say, stay away from these hood guys." And what do you think she's gonna do? She wants a hood guy, and now she's getting taken advantage of. But her parents know
mm.
why. She helps you stay away from them.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But it's all different generations because you got like a guy that's like 20.
How
If you're like 40 years old and you're going for like, as a female, if you're like 40 and you're going after a 20-year-old, I don't think you should be trying to look for a relationship in a 20-year-old,
Mhm. Right.
Because you're 20. Like, what relationship you going to have with a 20-year-old?
Yeah. So
wait? How old
do
are you?
you,
I want to know how old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. What parish are you from?
I'm from Pembroke.
Okay, so we got a 30-year-old male from Pembroke, and you're saying that in watching all of that unfold, you yourself never got involved in taking. I mean, if everybody's eating, why you didn't try to eat?
Because I'm so off. I have old sisters and aunties. I'm not trying
right.
to play no girl. That's why I got play it from girls because how I want someone treat my sister, or my mom, or my auntie is
Mhm.
how I'll treat a girl. But
Mhm.
not most girls will just see that as being weak.
Mhm.
You know,
I,
Mhm.
like
I,
a girl will hang
um,
up on you, and expect you to call back, or like some type of stuff. Like like I'm not into that. So it's like, and then my sisters or my aunties won't let that happen either. So yeah,
Mhm.
really?
They got your back.
they're
No, I'm being
overprotective.
like, for real. Like at the end of the day, like can't nobody tell me how to do me?
Mhm.
That's where that's where respect comes,
And
and
listen,
that's where knowledge and
respect for my elders, my family, and everything else. But at the end of the day, this is my journey.
Mhm.
yeah. But if that's what everybody says. Like if someone comes, if your friend comes to you and says, "Look, this guy's just no good for you," and if she tells you that, most times you're gonna say, "Well, I experienced it myself," and then you're gonna go cry on her shoulder and she's like, "I told you." And then even
Mhm.
like for guys, a girl would like, "Look, this girl's just fast. She ain't the one." And then you go and deal with her, and then she treats you like, and then it's like, well, I told you. So sometimes you have to take advice.
That's the
And
average.
it hurts because, and most times you'll be going to do something so good with somebody that it's like, this ain't damn, man. This ain't anything. And then
Mhm.
it happens. And it might not happen in a week or a month, but next year, that toxic nastiness, it just comes out.
As Mbika says, a snake is a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
So
just the risk you take. It's the risk of like,
just feel like I just feel like it sounds good. It does sound good. So you're telling me that. So like you okay, and then you say okay, you said that you get hurt by women.
So have you ever given money to a woman that you know maybe had untoward intentions,
mm,
or
I
that
didn't want to believe it.
you realized later had
All right,
disingenuous
I
intention.
noticed, like, all right, this girl may not be it. I don't really like these vibes, but I like certain things from her. So the certain
Mm,
things that I liked from her, I ignored the things that I didn't like because I wanted the things that I did like.
mm, mm.
You ignored the things you didn't like because
I
what?
like the things that I didn't like. I ignored
That's
it
the average
because it was
man.
certain. It was different
You
things that
ignored
I
the red
liked. So
Hmm.
flags.
yeah, I ignored the red flags because it's like, all right, cool. She's irritating. She just wants to talk, but when I want to do this or I don't want to do that, if I need this, if I need that, she's gonna be there for that. So then that's when it comes to that's why people use people because like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
For example, if Sax ain't good and you're buying me everything I want, it's like, all right, cool. But I'm gonna cheat on her, but I'm gonna be good to her because she's gonna pay. Or if Sax is good and she ain't got no money, that's like, cool. I'm just gonna have sex with her and then I'll just do my thing and figure out whatever
And
until I find
how about
something
you?
better.
So you stayed in a situation because of this. I mean, I mean, I guess the pros and cons are in every relationship, right?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason you decide to stay, but you stayed. Have you stayed with someone because they financially have supported you like you've never been supported before, or spoiled before? Like, have you ever been spoiled by a woman where it's just like, yeah, this is it. I like it her.
No, I a girl spoiled me and she still cheated on me. So
Wow.
she spoiled. That's why I said I got paid because she spoiled me, and I felt like I love and I love and I love and I appreciate and I appreciate and I appreciate and I'm thankful. But you turned around and did this, that, and that, and that. So it's like, what am I meant to do? So
And
you
did you ever cheat
spoiled a good
on
man.
them?
Beg your pardon?
You
Did
ever
you ever cheat on them?
No,
Mhm.
I don't know
Took too long
how
to
to
answer that
cheat.
one.
I'm gonna get caught, and I don't
It
have a
took too
reason
long
to
to
cheat.
answer.
If I like, if I have to cheat on you, it's just over.
Right.
It's just pointless. The
Right.
lifestyle that I lived, it's like, what I'm saying, you need one girl. If you violate your girl, then this possibly could happen if you violate your girl. So if you're giving for girl in the lifestyle that I live, you know what I'm saying? What's the sense of playing your girl if you already got all these other things to worry about?
Right. Okay. Got you.
So
Got you.
the lifestyle I live, I don't feel like I need to or should cheat on my girl because if I want a girlfriend, then I'm gonna take her and be with my girl. But if not, I'll just deal with all the girls that I accept not to be a
Right,
girlfriend.
you can just deal with whoever you want to
Yeah,
deal with.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Just live your life
Mm-hmm.
more freely.
Okay. Do you feel like women are more, not to say easy, but for the lack of a better word, easy now to get into their pants? Do
Mm,
you feel it's more easier? Like you can it's easier to be in a situation where you're dealing with multiple girls because they all accept that.
I think the younger generation's more easier.
Mm.
Like my generation, which is your generation, probably you had to wait at least a week, 2 weeks to just get a kiss. You had to wait 3 months and before you even go to the person's house. And then you're gonna wait another 3 months just to touch it. And then you're gonna have to wait another 2 months after that, probably till you get all the way in. And then even after the first time, you're still gonna have to wait 2 weeks after that. And then it starts getting consistent. So
you think the young
nowadays it's just
You know
straight
what's right.
everything one time, straight raw.
Wow.
Everything first night, first minute, first second, you're in love. That's disgusting.
men are quick to they don't wait?
No.
Because I feel like this is gonna be a great question for me to pose to Murray. Like, how long do you wait to jump in bed with
Again, T Pain did it. Blame it on the alcohol. That's what they did.
The
They
alcohol.
blame the alcohol.
So when a guy asks a girl out on a first date for drinks, she should be worried.
It depends what age you are.
Right. Okay.
If you're like 40 and the other person's 40, well, you know it's a casual night.
No,
But
no,
if you're
you,
Not
20 years oold,
anywhere you go,
necessarily.
I think anywhere you go with a man, you have to expect that they're gonna expect.
all right, well,
If they have a
I'm
third
30,
date,
right?
and it's
Well,
always a
I'm
waste.
30. I'm 30, so if I go with a 40-year-old woman, I'm not even attempting it on the first night because I'm gonna respect you. But if I'm 30 and I'm going out with like a 24-year-old,
Yeah, they
I know
all
it's
older
like
women
a
deserve
right
respect. Hey,
cool.
this is a good sentence, sir, because old women deserve respect.
Well,
But it's an age
women.
All
difference.
age
It's
groups.
But
not
it's
that
You
saying,
may
no,
but
it's
what
disrupt
they're
still not
somebody that
saying
you
is
feel like
that
want to disrupt it
the
it's
because
not
young
they left
girls, they
disrespectful.
somebody.
don't want that. What I'm getting, what I'm understanding is his experience from young girls is that the Don the DTF.
Right.
Let me show
But
you. Let me show you. My boy told me this story one time, right? He says, "Look, I met this girl, bro. I put on a whole like real good outfit, right, to take this girl out to sit down and eat. And when she got in my car, I said, yeah, where you want to go eat? He said, the girl said she just wants a burger and some fries from Burgers. And he was willing to take her to a 5-star restaurant.
Wow.
And he said, that's all? See, it's like, you don't know what people expect these days. So,
So did he hit it that night?
beg a pardon?
Did he hit it that night after the burger and fries?
Somebody.
Most likely.
Oh, well.
Why he
He's Uncle.
didn't tell you? He obviously did it.
I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to seem interested in his girl.
True, true,
So
true.
He just volunteered his information, so I just let him talk.
so like when you take women out, you don't expect them to pay 50-50. Like what should expectation?
Well, personally, I have my own house. I'm not taking you out to dinner. If I want you, I'm gonna show you that I'm a real man, and we're gonna cook, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna cook enough food that we both can get full. Cause me going to a restaurant paying $200 and I'm still hungry afterwards, it ain't kicking it with me. I'm sorry,
Oh,
that's just ridiculous.
if a 40, I wouldn't come to your
Yeah,
house.
I'm not coming to your house on the first date.
I feel like I feel like the sound of it would sound bad, but I feel like if I snap you and show you my apartment, like actually this might be a little ideal. My house
yeah,
looks like a
And
hotel.
you can live in a penthouse. I
yeah, that's
still
not
wouldn't
can
come
be
there on
not
your
for
first
40,
date.
not for a 40 plus for real. Ain't that for the 25-year-old? She said.
But it'll be a discussion, but I feel like
That seems like 25-year-old
That,
behavior.
According to him,
that's
no way,
that's
I'm not bringing a 24-year-old to my house.
he,
I'll take her to my
he seems
friend's
like he
house.
like Stella's.
Huh?
You like huh? You like Stella's.
What's that?
You like older women.
Mm-hmm.
a
Tay
cool
Diggs. Mm-hmm.
I don't even have a
Look at you stuttering.
I
You do.
don't have an age limit like as a
You
older
don't have a
or
You
type.
have a preference. You have a preference.
um
You have a thing for older women. It's okay.
I
We
would
all
pre
have our.
I would, all right. I would
I just think
prefer
you
at my
should give old
lifestyle
women the
at my
same
time.
respect.
I would prefer an older woman because I'm not got time for these young mentalities to try and play with me. You know what I'm saying? To try like bring my old lifestyle because what they heard of me. Oh, like I feel like a woman would just respect that when I better myself and just allow the thing. Young girls, they just always want to be in the hype, be around your friends, do the most. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they want to be outside and that. So if you're gonna better yourself, you need to go for an older woman. Or you're gonna stay on the streets, cool. Get yourself a little young girl that's gonna leave you for your friend.
Mm.
Of course, we can't blanket. That's a blanket statement. All young women are not like
Yeah.
that. There are like I
Yeah,
just
mine
I just
it
saw
is
my
nice.
son
It's
that
some
married
nice women,
last week. It's not
but
even
a
25.
person's in again talk about what's around them. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Right.
what's around me.
And that's what I'm telling you. To him, it's applicable. It can't be old. It's just like
Yeah.
when we say women, guys, some women, some men.
Some girls are willing to come see you. They don't even know what you look like. They just
Hey,
ask you if you got shot up.
whatever that is.
They
It
just
sounds like
ask you.
it
They
sounds
just
like
hit you
some
up. They
type of
got smoke.
serious. What is that?
They got any smoke? Girls is actually got any smoke to say, yo, I'm coming check you. They don't know who you are. They don't ask how old you are, what you look like. They're just
Wow.
coming.
That's scary. That's real
that's
scary.
scary.
It's disgusting.
Wow.
Are you really disgusted for real?
It's not.
Yes,
Are you
these
done?
girls disgusting.
Oh gosh. Oh
I
gosh.
to the earlier point about being young and wanting to be having a good time and Rodney Height. When I was young, I wanted to be having a good time in Rodney Height. But I think as you get older, you should naturally grow out of
Absolutely.
that.
You do. The average person, yeah.
Some girls these days they think the Megan Thee Stallion and they're for like 50 years old. They're just unruly.
Wait,
Okay, get off the stage.
yeah, that's a lot. That was a lot. I'm so glad you came on to kind of like give us some insight, cause
Yes, of the young perspective.
You know these
I wonder
vibes, you know?
what if people were saying this about us when we were younger, Mbika.
They
I'm
were.
saying that you was younger, it was more standards.
You said you wanted they saying that about us, right?
What's that?
Is that what you said, Duns?
Yes.
Right. You wonder if they were saying that about
Yes,
us. As far as like the fast or slew.
that were that were fast.
No. Because we moved differently. Like we had different standards, so we moved at a more
It was
glacial.
still harder to get girls back then. I feel like,
It's always hard to get them.
yeah, it wasn't as easy to get in a woman's pants back then.
Right,
But
that's what
I
I'm saying.
remember
Like
my first
it was,
boyfriend, I
but you're
remember,
not just asking about our age bracket, not yours.
well, I was still outside
Right?
very
You are,
young.
right?
I
Or
was
did you ask
outside very young.
See?
I was outside very young. I was outside very
I
young.
know, but
Trust me.
you're Gen X or you're Gen Y? What are you? What generation is she?
I'm, I'm, I don't know what,
I
I don't
see.
know what, I don't know what I am, but all I know is I'm 30. So whatever that.
Girl, see a girl.
But
She's a
honestly,
Gen X, right?
when I was young, my first real boyfriend, I dated him for like 9 months before we ever even got sexual.
Right,
That's awesome.
Like like it's just some, and we was with each other all the time.
right.
But you just like it was a different time. It was a different
Yeah, but you
time.
grew up different. You grew up like you didn't grow up around the lifestyle that shit. You're like, yeah, it's just whatever. You grew up with it in your head that what would my daddy think? What would my mama think if I just do this? Like, you had that fur, like you respected your family. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You had that in your heart. Some girls just don't have that.
Okay.
Mm.
Did
Okay.
she tell you? Did she tell you she respected that? You said
I know she did.
you said that, and you said that in this live tonight.
I,
No,
I know that she did.
he knows me. I know who he is.
Me
Yeah,
too. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Is he
yeah.
on Debbie?
Huh?
Who is this? I don't know who this is.
They're
You
tough.
Google them afterwards, girl.
You see someone with muscles?
Thank you afterwards.
What?
No, I said, did I say it or did Don say it? I said she can Google you afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
I
do
don't
that.
know anybody said anything about any muscles.
You don't know Google my name. Mm-mm.
You laugh.
Yeah.
Listen to you laugh. Fourth into death and all.
Well, not that. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes, witness protection program. It's been real fun. You
You
have
said
given a
witness
lot of
protection.
feedback.
You said what?
I called you witness protection
Oh
program.
no, I'm not no witness protection program.
You're quite. You're, like nobody knows who you are, so that's the nickname I coined you.
Oh, I would take
'Cause I
it.
don't know who you are. I acted like I did just now, but I don't. I'm gonna get your voice. Your probably can hit me on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Your voice sounds very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have a good night.
All right, you
Yeah.
too. Big up yourself, you know.
Yes,
Thank,
thanks for the join.
thank you
Yes.
for
Come
joining.
see us again, Keen.
Yeah, keep it good, you know. I'm
Yeah.
All right.
listening.
Yeah. Tune in for next week's topic.
All right, you know that.
And
Big
if
up
you have
yourself.
any suggestions, feel free. You can send Dumps a DM because you have a lot of stuff to say, Sue. You have anything you want to chat about? Anything you feel would be a great topic? Send
Danielle.
Dumps a DM.
Your life will go crazy if all the things in my head.
Listen,
Well, let's get
We
it.
love it. We want it. We want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell this girl. I'm gonna tell this girl follow you just so she can hear you guys talk about it. She needs some advice.
We all need advice, King. We all need advice and help, but
Yeah,
yeah, if
just
you feel like she can benefit, send it
We
over.
were all young once in our lives.
all right. I'm gonna try to get Danielle on here. She wants to
All right,
join.
cool. No pressure. Cool.
Have a good one, King.
Thank you. You.
You know
Enjoy
that
your
bigger.
night.
You
Night.
too.
Thank you.
Uptown Garrison.
That was the name.
Yeah. That was
City Boys.
UFC something.
Frizzle Seal. That's a Frizzle Seal logo.
Okay.
Well, at least he came on and he provided some feedback because a
Yeah.
lot of guys
I
don't
didn't
do
know
that.
that about the young girl that's out here. Let me find out if these young girls are doing out here doing a pair. Mm-mm.
The world's dinner pack, girl. Get used to it.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
You
definitely
know, I was speaking to another young boy, and he was like, all these young girls just want to play. And I was, yeah, I heard so much from guys, young
Mm-hmm.
people saying that all the young girls want to play.
Mm-hmm. And you don't expect to hear that from
Yeah,
younger guys, right? Or even younger
it's
now, for sure.
it's so surprising. Because even when I was young and having fun, I still wanted to have fun with my one guy. Like I didn't want to
For
have
sure.
multiple guys.
Have fun with your friends or just have fun being a young
Yeah,
person.
I still wanted to be in a monogamous relationship when I wanted a relationship. So
Right.
it's so interesting to still to hear people say that, some women really want polyamorous relationships while they're young. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
well, I think we had another question, but I can't remember what it was. But I just wanted to share that I'm gonna try to put up this. Hold on. I am going to share, or maybe I'm not. Oh wait, nope, that's not it either. I was trying to show y'all the stats for
Mm.
today. Um, I was asking people what um bracket, like what financial bracket
Oh yeah,
do they?
I saw that.
You saw it, like um, in order to date, this is what you got to make. That was
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the question, or the poll, and yeah, it was pretty interesting to see what some people had to say.
Yeah.
Um, just, I can't wait to post the results tomorrow when it hits 24 hours, because right now it's only been like I think 9 or 10 hours of it.
Mm-hmm.
Of it. Yeah, we do have personal pages.
Let's
Let's
put our at in. I don't even know my at. What is my at?
upload.
Mm. No, not uploads. I gotta type something and then it will come up. KPA Canada. Okay.
I don't know what mine says off the top of my head, but I'll join from that one next live.
What's that?
I'll join
Yours is
on next live.
Queen. Is it something Queen?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's something Queen. But yes. So do you guys have a number that a man has to make above? Or did you have a number? Because obviously you're married, JD. So
Mm-hmm.
did you have a number when you were single?
I, again, I had um, look, like I said, so like when I was younger, it definitely didn't matter because um, yeah, I I know my baby did. I was in Jersey, and he just came from a totally different financial bracket,
Mm.
and lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have it. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't have it on the street. He didn't have it at home. He didn't have it. But he did have.
Right. Yeah. Just
Catch
like
me.
RJ said,
Exactly.
sometimes that's all it takes. A good
Ex-
30 minutes, whatever.
And so, um, and 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 I was the one that had the coins because I was in school and I was spending my daddy's money, girl. I didn't have it either. I didn't work, and we would have
Right.
a good time on my dad's coins. Um, and it didn't matter to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then and of course I just realized like, yo, I can't do this for the rest of my life. Like
Yeah.
this is not going to work.
It's fun for a little bit until it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially
Like
as
I can't.
women, like, because once you become a parent, that we really have to level up because you realize you're responsible for a whole another child, and that's when it
Yeah.
just really. So for
Yeah.
the average woman, it's just like guys can walk away with kids at any
Yeah.
given time during the pregnancy, before, whenever they feel like it. They can get up and walk. They do it every day. Right now, they're doing it.
Yeah.
So for women, the average woman, I think that once we become a parent, it's like we metamorphose into just a whole different level of
Yeah.
woman because you're like, it's a
Yeah.
whole another creation here that's broke
I
and that's going to rely on me for the next 18, 21, 30, whatever years.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you don't stop being a parent and then it's a grandparent if, God willing, and blah, blah, blah. So we just, and, and just having the ability to create, we already are, that's probably why we're more mature
Yeah.
because we have a higher calling,
Do you know
so
what? It, it's
it's crazy.
it's such a good point because when and I think that's probably why I dated older men because I had my son at 15 years old.
mm-hmm.
If you can imagine, the average 15-year-old boy did not have the resources to take care
And
of a family.
capacity.
You know what I mean? So
He was
it's
shooting hoops, playing his PlayStation. Yeah,
like
totally
does
cool.
not
Like,
have the resources to take care of a baby and a woman. They just don't, right? So I had to, obviously, I graduated from high school. Once I graduated from high school, it wasn't just, okay, I'm going to have to get an education, a college degree or anything like that. I had to work as well as go to college. So, because I had to provide for my child. So I naturally was drawn, I feel like, toward the man who already had jobs, who already had careers, who were, maybe just out of college and they were in their first job. So I feel like
so
my
because you want
experience,
security. Yeah.
my
Just the
experience
ability.
shaped the type of man I was attracted to because I was working, they were working, so I was naturally drawn to like-minded situation, like-minded person. They have a job, I have a job. I wasn't like I remember being in college and when they found out I had a child, they were like, "What? You have a child?" Like the peers in my class were like, "What the hell? And you go to school and you like, yeah, and I gotta go work after this, so hurry up, you know?" So it's like while while I was with my peers, we were worlds apart, and so I think that's probably what drew me to an older guy when I in my first serious relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a
Mm,
child, So yeah, it's definitely experiences shape your responsibilities for sure.
absolutely. So true.
Well, nevertheless, we could wrap this up. It is getting on 10 o'clock. We are 2 minutes, 9:58. And I will see y'all next week, Thursday, same time, same place,
Yeah.
9
Yes.
o'clock.
See you all. Have a
Um,
good night, everybody. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining.
see,
See you guys in the chat.
Thank you, Uptown Garrison,
yes,
for
Yes, that
popping
was
in.
awesome.
join
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
it.
Runs right to his page. He's probably got a whole his page probably disconnected now. Deactivate.
I want.
Yeah, he
I
was
want
fun there.
Yeah,
who
That
it
was
is.
he's
nice.
a lot of fun.
Say it
Who else
again.
we talking to?
Kevin
If
is who
See,
he is.
see y'all next week.
Yeah,
We'll see you next week.
maybe he'll come on next week.
Maybe he'll bless us with his face.
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
All right,
Night.
guys.
Bye.
Night.
Good night.